Hello, I'm State Senator Barry Finegold, and I'm running for State Treasurer. I live up in Andover with my wife, Amy, and 3 kids, Ava, Ella, and Max. Ava's 10, going on 16, Ella's 8, and Max is 2. Max is running the household right now. He thinks he's in charge, but a cute little bunch of kids. My own family started off in the Georgetown housing projects in Hyde Park. It wasn't until my dad got a job at the Northern Essex Community College that my family moved up to the North Shore. And then my mom was a public school teacher at the Andover Public Schools for 30 plus years. So I'm the son of 2 public school teachers. I learned the values of humility, hard work, determination, discipline. And I didn't grow up a rich kid. I didn't grow up a poor kid. I truly grew up a middle-class kid. And when you grow up a middle-class kid, you learn very early on in life that if you want anything, you have to work hard. So when I was 10 years old, I was a paper boy. When I wanted to go to college, I unloaded trucks at 3 in the morning. When I wanted to go to law school, I worked 2 jobs during the day, one which is in banking, and paid for my own law school education. And then when I was done with law school, I scraped together every nickel and dime that I had and started my own law firm and title company. So I'm the only candidate running for treasurer that has actually had experience working in banking. That's what I did when I was in law school. And I'm the only candidate that's actually started their own business. So I think it's very helpful to have private sector experience. So you're probably wondering, well, what made you go into the public sector? Well, back in 1992, I was at the Democratic National Convention, and I saw this young governor from Arkansas speak. You might know who that is, Bill Clinton. And well, there's actually some young people that may not know who that is. That's why I mention it. But back in 1992, I was inspired, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I thought I was going to work in Washington. But one of my mentors sat me down and said, if you're serious about helping people, you should go back home. And home for me was Massachusetts. So I started off as a member of the Board of Selectmen in the town of Andover. After that, I was elected to the Massachusetts House of Representatives, where I have a lot of experience working on the Ways and Means Committee and also the Taxation Committee. And also after that, I was elected to the Massachusetts State Senate. And in that time, I have championed important issues to communities like Fall River and the surrounding communities. I've championed financial literacy because in our state and communities like Fall River, we have way too many people losing their houses to foreclosure or to bankruptcy. I've also championed making sure there's local money coming back here. Senator Mike Rodrigues and myself were able to get funding for additional police officers for the city of Fall River. And this year, we were able to also get additional money for firefighters as well. I'm the only candidate in this race that has experience of dealing with a community like Fall River. In my Senate district, I represent the city of Lawrence. As your next state treasurer, I want to do things to help out communities like Fall River and the surrounding communities. I want to invest more in Massachusetts. I want to make sure that our pension funds are getting invested here in communities like Fall River. I want to make sure that we have the most robust school building authority, and I want to invest more in our schools. High schools like Durfee and other schools need help with school building authority. I want to make sure we get the adequate funds to them. And as your next state treasurer, I want to make sure we send back as much local money to our communities as possible. Because there's always infinite amount of needs and there's only finite amount of resources out there. And I want to make sure Fall River and the surrounding communities get their fair share. My name is State Senator Barry Finegold. I'm running for state treasurer. I have the experience to go from day one. I've been already a champion for cities like Fall River, and I'll do a great job for all of you. But there's a famous story out there about Tip O'Neill. And the first time he ever ran for office, he lost. And he knocked on his neighbor's door, and he asked her, how come you didn't vote for me? And she said, because you didn't ask. So the last thing I want to do is I want to respectfully ask for your vote on September 9th. Once again, my name is State Senator Barry Finegold, and I'm running for the position of treasurer. Thank you very much.